Everyone, my name is Alexa Cobian and this is my final project for my location analytics class. The first thing that I did was talk about my assumptions. So the town that I chose, let's just call it Town X, has the second most tornadoes in the state of Tennessee. So I was wondering if we had at least 3 emergency locations within a 5-mile radius. But the town itself is about 17 square miles. I just wanted to do a smaller integer. So the first step that I did was that I inserted the Google Maps into XYZ tiles. I did this so I would be able to find their emergency locations more easily, and it turned out being not too bad. So the second step is that I added the emergency locations throughout the town X. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I added 5 locations that they had, and I put those in red font so that they would be indicated as emergency. The next step that I did is I measured how many of those locations were within a 5-mile radius. So as you can see here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations within that radius. And then I actually put a Tennessee city, county, and state shapefile into my QGIS project, and I filtered it to where that, so this right here is the county that my town is located in, and then this in the center right here is the town itself. And I filtered it to where that the town X would be yellow, and if you zoomed out, you would be able to see it more easily. So this was my last and final step in my project, and basically I came to the conclusion that since this town does have so many tornadoes, that they actually would be prepared in a time of need, and just because there are 5 locations within a 5-mile radius. So there's only telling how many there are within the actual town itself of 17 square miles. So I just wanted this just gives me a little peace of mind, because if in the case of an emergency, like if there were to be a tornado or a fire, then this town would actually be prepared. And that is the worst thing that you can do in a state of emergency, is to not be prepared. So it just gives the people that live here a little peace of mind because they are prepared. Thank you for listening.